Welcome to the celebration of women in their music 2021 style. I'm Kris Kito. Thank you for joining me, and thank you, Deb, for the celebration, and thank you for letting me broadcast from the bunker this year. It's been quite a year, hasn't it? Ooh, if there's one thing we need, it's the celebration right now. Years like this past year that we had can be kind of hard sometimes to remember the little kid inside, to have those joyful little moments. So let's see if we can steal a few of those moments right now. And why don't you go get yourself a drum or a pot or a pan or a bowl or something, because at the end of this song we're going to let loose and have a little drum circle. Don't let the little kid inside you go. Feel the magic of shooting stars and flakes of snow. Sing like you wanna hear every note. Don't let the little kid inside you go. It's okay to laugh at farts, especially your own. It's okay to cry when you miss your home. It's okay to celebrate when you grow. Don't let the little kid inside you go. Don't let the little kid inside you go. Feel the magic of shooting stars and flakes of snow. Sing like you wanna hear every note. Don't let the little kid inside you go. It's okay to color when you're 44. It's okay to marvel at a sunflower. It's okay to celebrate when you grow. Don't let the little kid inside you go. Don't let the little kid inside you grow. Feel the magic of shooting stars and flakes of snow. Sing like you wanna hear every note. Don't let the little kid inside you go. It's okay to hold hands without a care. It's okay to not want to go anywhere. To find nice rocks, have favorite socks and underwear. To kiss your dog and cuddle with a teddy bear. To find a dandelion, make a wish and blow. Don't let the little kid inside you go. Don't let the little kid inside you grow. Feel the magic of shooting stars and flakes of snow. Sing like you wanna hear every note. Don't let the little kid inside you go. Don't let the little kid inside you go. Get your drum. Thank you for jamming. Time to switch instruments and switch gears. Let's bring it down a little bit. Why don't we close our eyes? Because we're going to paint a picture. So just close your eyes and imagine just a white canvas behind you, or a white screen maybe. And in that white screen, on that white background, can you imagine just a very simple stick figure or bubble figure of yourself? Just let it pop in. Doop. And if you would be so kind, if you could put me in there with you, anywhere on that white screen, just a little stick figure next to you, or far apart from you, wherever you want to put these things. As I sing about them, let them pop into your head. Here we go. I could draw a rose next to me. I could draw a rose next to you. I could draw a rose, I could draw a rose, a rose. And I could draw a sky over me, and I could draw a sky over you. I could draw a sky, I could draw a sky, a sky. And I'd paint one red, and I'd paint one blue. If I could draw a perfect world, I'd draw one for you. I could draw a heart in me, I could draw a heart in you. I could draw a heart, I could draw a heart, a heart. And I could draw a bird around me, and I could draw a bird around you. I could draw a bird, I could draw a bird, a bird. And I'd paint one red, and I'd paint one blue. If I could draw a perfect world, I'd draw one for you. So many colors, pastels and grays, so many angles, perspectives and shades, so many brushes and things we could make. If I could make a perfect world, if I could draw a perfect world. Stick with me here, we got more to draw. I could draw a person next to me. I could draw a person next to you. I could draw a person, I could draw a person, a person. And I could draw another next to me, and I could draw another next to you. I could draw another, and another, and another. And I'd paint them all a different hue. And I'd give some books and some kazoos, and cupcakes and mistakes and handshakes too. If I could draw a perfect world, if I could draw a perfect world. If I could draw a perfect world, I'd draw one for you. If I could draw a perfect world, I'd draw one for you. You can open your eyes now. Open your eyes. What did your picture look like? Was it full of color? Was it pretty wild? Was it pretty crazy? Was it pretty tame? That was fun. Thank you for indulging me with that little drawing. Well, I have a friend who challenged me to write a song that would not really be something that I would write. So to write something that's totally, definitely, completely, unmistakably not from my perspective. So if you know me, you'll understand how this is not from my perspective. It's called Marry That Man. In a heartbeat, I'd marry that man just as fast as I can. Don't even need a ring on my hand. In a heartbeat, I'd marry that man. Argyle socks pulled up to his knees, spends weekends in libraries, hikes in the hills in his dungarees, saves dandelions for the honeybees, haircut done by his own hand, used to strum in a bluegrass band, grub on the fire in the frying pan, got no taste for whiskey, and in a heartbeat I'd marry that man just as fast as I can. Don't even need a ring on my hand. In my heartbeat I'd marry that man. Cat curled up by the fireplace, dog licking him on a bearded face, soup in the pot and bread on the plates, yoga mat instead of weights, windows open and no TV, homemade swing on the old oak tree. Don't talk much but he talked to me, gentle as a lamb can be. In a heartbeat I'd marry that man just as fast as I can. Don't even need a ring on my hand. In a heartbeat I'd marry that man. Now I'm thinking it may be wise to build a machine and go back in time, 'cause there ain't no man alive like the fella I described. So if you got a telephone booth, a couple of wires and a battery too, I'm pretty out, I'm coming for you. In a heartbeat, I marry that man just as fast as I can. Don't even need a ring, I'm a hand. In a heartbeat, I marry that man now. In a heartbeat, I marry that man just as fast as I can. Don't even need a ring, I'm a hand. In a heartbeat, I marry that man. In a heartbeat, I marry that man. Definitely not from my perspective, but that's kind of fun. If you're a songwriter, you should try that sometime. Write a song that is totally not you. I got one more for you. There's a little story that goes with this. When I lived in Colorado back in the 90s, it was Thanksgiving and I wasn't going to be able to make it home that year. So I found a place in the mountains that was having a potluck on a farm animal, like a rescue animal sanctuary. It's a couple hours away, so I whipped up some hummus, and back then, though, hummus was pretty cutting edge. This was in the 90s. Now hummus is a little passé, but anyway, so I brought my hummus and my flannel, I was wearing my flannel jacket, 90s, and I figured there might be like 3-4 people there. Who's going to be there? So anyway, long story, I get there, hundreds of people there, cows everywhere, chickens, turkeys, ducks, pigs, just walking around freely. It was like heaven. And so we're in this barn type thing with our meal, and there's a rescued turkey that's hopping around, just eating the pumpkin pie. The woman who ran the place was in the kitchen, stirring something on the stove, and there was a cow in the kitchen. And she's just like talking to her friend, and this cow is like standing there with the two of them. And as a songwriter, you can't go away from a place like that and not be, not write a song. You have to write a song. So this is that song that came from that, called Keepin' Chickens. It's called Keepin' Chickens. Keepin' chickens in my own backyard, my own backyard, my own backyard. Keepin' chickens in my own backyard, keepin' chickens in my own backyard. I only drink what I can brew, I only eat what I feed you. In a stroke of good luck, a chicken fell off of a truck, and then I took her home and fed her. I made a coop and I made it good, and she struts around the neighborhood. If one little chickie is so much fun, then 2 little chickies is better. So now I'm keeping chickens in my own backyard, my own backyard, my own backyard. Keeping chickens in my own backyard, keeping chickens in my own backyard. There's Hazel over by the tire swing, there's Mabel into everything. There's Henrietta, Josephine, Olive, and Penelope sporting a turtleneck sweater. The kids, they come from miles around to see the finest cluckers in town. The cock-a-doodle-doos try to sneak a peek or two, but I ain't gonna let them get her. So now I'm keeping chickens in my own backyard, my own backyard, my own backyard. Keeping chickens in my own backyard, keeping chickens in my own backyard. Now I could take a cow or duck, there's room for more, so what the heck? The cow's in the kitchen and the duck is going fishing, 'cause the pond I dug is wetter. If you think I'm telling lies, my friend, come and see with your own eyes and tend. The cow's duck, chicken, and the puppy's in the kitten, and I'll even let you pet her. So now I'm keeping chickens in my own backyard, my own backyard, my own backyard. Keeping chickens in my own backyard, keeping chickens in my own backyard. Everybody now, keeping chickens in my own backyard, my own backyard, my own backyard. Keeping chickens in my own backyard, keeping chickens in my own backyard. Well, it's been a complete pleasure to play music for you. I want you all to stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you so much. Rock on, celebration of women and their music.